Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer Kickstarter board game review. Today's game up on the docket is a game called Emergence. Emergence is about 45 to 90 minutes long for ages 14 and up, and it is for 3 to 6 players. Now the game Emergence is based on a dystopian future far off into the distance where AI has now controlled all of humanity. However, there is a small faction of humanoids still left roaming the plains, and your objective is to weed them out and remove them so that the AI will grow and become all-knowing and all-powerful on Earth, and humans will be completely wiped off the existence of Earth. Now, basically, you're playing as the AI, and the humans are actually the bad guys, which makes it kind of different compared to games like Resistance and whatnot, because the bad guys are actually the good guys in this example. And you're going around the city collecting data blocks to gain knowledge. And with this knowledge, you can use to basically put in a blind bidding system in order to get the most knowledge at the end of the game. Now, of course, it's blind bidding, so you don't know where the humans are putting in their knowledge tokens, or the AI is putting their knowledge tokens in. And at the end of the game, or after the end of a certain round, you reveal these little tokens here and find out who has the most knowledge. Now, once the amount tallied, so maybe the AI needs 40 and the humans need 20, reaches that goal for either side, that's when victory has been obtained by either the humans or the AI. If the AI gets the knowledge, they are able to find out and weed out the rest of the humans and remove them. And if the humans get the knowledge, they can assimilate into the AI's culture, and the AI will never know that they're there, kind of like this Invasion of the Body Snatchers type storyline. But that's basically Emergence, a really cool, really deceptive style game. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, so this is the basic setup for Emergence and what it comes with. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the different things. So you've got 6 different player meeples of all different types of colors, as well as the data block tiles. You've got green, which involves the dark green and the light green, or yellow, depending on your color scheme, I suppose, as well as the blue, which is light blue and dark blue. And you've got compiling as well as assimilating tiles here, these guys right here, and the middle tile, as well as a start player token. You got more data blocks over here. You've got some knowledge tokens here. Every single player gets their own player board with 6 different actions, 3 of them requiring a cost of knowledge, and 3 of them being an active that you can just perform on your turn. You've got your hidden box where you place knowledge tokens in whenever you compile or assimilate, whatever one that is, and you place them in here secretly. It's kind of the secret objective of the game, to earn knowledge and place them in there. This is actually the knowledge counter. You have the AI knowledge counter for the 4 AI players, and you have the human knowledge counters over here for the 2 human players. It could be 1 or 2 depending on the players. You've also got your resistance-like cards that tell you if you're either AI or human, as well as everybody gets one of these handy-dandy little cards here that tells them exactly what their turn looks like. Okay, so let me go ahead and explain a single turn, and starting with the leader here. He's going to have the leader, which will get passed in a circular motion around the board. You will go ahead and take one of these little pieces here, which is either going to be green or blue, and you're going to place it all at the same time and hidden, and then you're going to choose one of these 3 actions. These are the 3 free actions you can do on your turn: activate, boost, and replenish, and they all do different things. The activate actually has 3 different options. You can compile or assimilate. Assimilate being using this box here with your knowledge tokens, and compiling being compiling these data blocks on these compiling spaces to gain knowledge. On your player reference sheet here, you have a nice handy-dandy field manual that explains that if you compile 2 of the same block, you get 1 knowledge, 2 different blocks, you get 2, 3 different, you get 4, and all 4 different, you get 7. And the more knowledge, the better, because that's going to be your outcome of the game to win the game. Humans need 20 if you're playing with a 6-player game, and AI needs 40. So if I wanted to, maybe as this player here, which is this guy right here, I will go ahead and at the same time 1, 2, 3, place it down green to activate, and that means I get to move on my turn. I start first, and it goes clockwise. I will move 1 space for free, and everybody gets to move that 1 space for free, and then I will go ahead and collect. That's the choice I'm making. You can make any 3 of these options when you're doing the activate. You have to be on a green space though. So I'll go ahead and collect this cube, and this will be my cube. And then everybody else will do the same thing. They'll all go around the board. Maybe they'll do different things. So for instance, maybe I didn't want to activate, maybe instead I wanted to boost, in which case I would have to go to a green space and I would get to move twice. 1, 2. And I couldn't collect because there's no collect action on the boost. It just lets me move an additional turn on the board, which is great if you want to get somewhere faster. Or finally, there's replenish. Now you can replenish whether there's a block on there or not. And what you do is you simply add a cube to that tile depending on the color of that tile. There's 2 different colors for green and 2 different for blue. As you can see, the light and the dark, and the yellow, or the light green or yellow and the dark green. And you just place another cube there. Whenever you collect off of a tile, you get all of the cubes there. Okay? Now, the last 3 actions are kind of interesting. You have hack, spy, and terminate. Hack lets you hack another opponent, which can be explained in another video, which you have to be adjacent to that opponent and have the opposite symbol. So if you have green, for instance, if I wanted to hack this guy would have had to have a blue symbol, and I'd have to be adjacent to him to do so. The spy, you have to be on the same space and have the exact same color, so he'd have to be green and green. And terminate, you have to be adjacent and have opposite. Terminate will actually put a player back to start and you get all his stuff. Hack, I believe you take the cubes from that player. And spy lets you see what type of player they are, which means you get to look at these handy dandy cards here. And that is the basis of a turn. Now you place these guys here, you put the cubes, they go over here. And the knowledge, whenever you acquire them by assimilating, you place them right here. And you get to store them here until they get compiled into this location here, which will translate into this space here, which is the ending board to get to your 40 or 20, depending on what team you're on. So that's the basis of a single turn, and everybody's going to perform that at the same time. And the leader token's going to be passed on from player to player. Now players are going to go around the board either assimilating or compiling on these 2 spaces here. You're going to want to be trying to get, obviously, these knowledge tokens while stopping your opponents from getting it. And then you have to figure out who your opponents are, so it has that trader aspect in the game. And basically, as you move around the board collecting these little data cubes, you remember as a computer player, an AI player, if at any point in time all of the board's knowledge tokens are removed, then that's when the humans will win. Not only with this main objective where you're trying to get as many knowledge as possible. So you're going to be wanting to put down all the different knowledge cubes down the board, because if you don't, as an AI player, which kind of slows you down a little bit, you're going to lose the game. Furthermore, if you don't place knowledge tokens on the board, people are going to start to think that you are the human players, and they're going to try and mess with you. And that's basically how you play the game Emergence. You go around the board collecting, placing, assimilating, compiling, all that stuff, until some player or players, the team, collects their total amount of knowledge, either 40 or 20, or if you play a smaller game, it'll cut down in size. That's the game Emergence. Let's go ahead and show you what I think about it. So Emergence is a really, really fun game. That's the first thing I want to say. As soon as I got this game, I opened it up and I did my only unboxing ever with this game specifically in mind because of how wonderful the components looked. And I'm going to show you what else is really cool. You have, it's hard to see probably, but you have tons of beautiful insert. And the component quality is way, way, way up there, especially for a kind of indie published game here. The meeples are beautiful in style and quality. The colors are so unique and vibrant in this game. Cubes are wonderful. The tiles are thick. The cards are thick. The idea of placing the hidden knowledge tokens inside of the AI or human box when you're going under the table and putting your cubes in, or your little knowledge tokens in here is really, really cool as well. Now, the only thing I want to say about this, which almost is it maybe a negative or not, I'm not sure, because when you put your cubes in, or your tokens in here, sorry, not cubes, your tokens in here, you pass to the next person, is if they shake it, you know, how easy is it for them to tell if it's in one side or the other. I couldn't notice it, but it came up in my mind the first time I was because I was the bad guy the first game, and I was like, is there a way they're gonna tell? And I don't think there is. You'd have to be the judge of that, but I think the idea of this is really, really, really solid and really unique, because I haven't seen anything like that yet. The player boards are really cool. The tons of different actions on your turn, as well as the unique idea of which space you have to go on, either blue or green, and the instantly 1, 2, 3. It's got a lot of mechanics in this game. The gameplay is really, really replayable as well. This game has tons of different maps. In fact, if you go on the Emergence website, you can actually see the full tutorial of the game and exactly how to play, as well as unique maps. This is only one map that comes with the instructions, but you can go online and there's probably like 10 other maps you can play. Not only that, but there's also additional pieces in the game that you can attach to the board. I think there's a teleporter space right here. These are some teleporter spaces that come extra, as well as the double-sided little spaces here that can have the green or the blue cubes. I never played with them, but they seem cool. I played it a couple times and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm a big, big fan of trader games, and this one is way up there. The unique aspect of the trader, the unique function or mechanic of the trader aspect in this game, however, is just because somebody knows that you're a bad guy, you're the humans or whatever, doesn't mean you're not going to be able to win. In fact, you can still win. The last game we played, in fact, the humans were able to boost up and they were able to compile all the data, and they won the game just at the very end there by placing, on purpose, showing us placing the knowledge tokens in here and acquiring the 20 that they needed to win. However, the AI has a disadvantage because it has to continually put cubes on the board. You also have multiple people playing as the AI, so you can use players to kind of, if you know who the bad guys are early enough, the bad humans are, you can use the two players, while two other players collect knowledge, to stop those guys, hinder them from getting the knowledge they need to win the game. So that makes it really unique. Also, I want to say a little shout out about the giveaway. There's 2 giveaways going on right now. There's a big indie game giveaway, which is 8 different amazing games. You've got James Hudson's the Grim Force giveaway, and Emergence, and there's tons of them. But it's on the website Unfiltered Gamer. Check it out. They do a lot of great campaigns for this game. I also want to say, please go ahead and check out the tutorial of the game if you want to see more and see more component quality and all the different stuff they have to show you about it, very in-depth turns, on their website, emergencegame.com, as well as overall what I think. Overall, this game definitely gets my big stamp of approval. It is really good. Really solid trader game, but it's also kind of a movement action game as well. It's not really a worker placement because you're just choosing actions, but the way the placement method works is really solid and very enjoyable. So that's what I think about Emergence. I really think you should check it out if you like trader games. Thanks for watching another Unfiltered Gamer board game review. If you want to see more of this content, go ahead and check out the rest of our videos here on YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, if you like this content, you can go ahead and check out our website, unfilteredgamer.com. There we have tons of giveaways, blog posts, and other great stuff, as well as checking out our affiliated websites, thegiveawaygeek.com and everythingboardgames.com. Alright guys, that's it for this one, and we look forward to seeing you next time.